Mitzi drove Freddie, Amber, Amanda, and Sabrina back to Rose's house quickly.
Freddie, where's Ford?
Freddie just froze on the spot and didn't say anything. Rose then looked down and saw the blood dripping from his palm.
Freddie, what is going on?
Amber ran upstairs to grab a first aid kit.
Callia's dead.
Who killed her?
Me and Ford.
What is it, Freddie?
But... She shot Ford.
Is he okay? Where is he, Freddie?
Hospital. With Johnny.
Amber returned downstairs.
Freddie, let me see.
Freddie held out his palm as Amber carefully bandaged it.
Now, just take it easy and be careful.
Hang on. Did everyone leave my car behind? I need to...
Mitzi and I will get your car. Keys.
Okay.
I wonder how everyone's doing.
Well, that has an obvious answer.
What?
Badly.
Right. Don't blame yourself.
When did I say I blame myself?
You're
right, though. I do blame myself. I didn't protect him like I should have.
You can't blame yourself for that. You can blame Callia, though.
She didn't even suffer enough for what she's done to Ford. And I got so frustrated and scared that I just shot at her. I didn't know what to do. Although I did have the strength to fight back against Yvonne when no one expected it, and you never know, Callia could have suddenly got one last moment of strength and been able to hurt us. That's the one reason I did it. Because I know that can happen.
Then you're really not to blame.
Ford won't blame you. Therefore, you shouldn't blame yourself either.
Right.
A few days later.
Hi, Freddie.
Eve?
Delaney's being discharged today. She'll be at my house.
That's good. Heard anything about Ford?
No, sorry. You should speak to Johnny. He literally hasn't left Ford's bedside. And I hear you've been resting.
Yeah. I should probably go and see Ford, but Johnny did tell me that I didn't need to, and it probably would just upset me.
You do what you want to do, though.
I might go for a drive.
Do you want me to come with you?
You should go spend time with your cousin. You need each other.
Are you sure you should be driving, Freddie?
I'm fine, Rose.
When will Ford be home?
Ask Johnny.
Right.
Freddie headed out and drove off in his car.
I hope Ford's okay.
Freddie, stop!
Freddie pulled over in surprise. As Presley and Paisley were waving their arms at his car, he wound down the window.
We need to warn you about something.
What happened?
Max has been speaking to Julia. Or, well, not Julia, because she told him to shut up. But instead he spoke to Vanessa, because we know she doesn't lie, and she's just gullible.
And what did Vanessa say?
Well, apparently, Julia is plotting a lot, and her main plan is to kill the person who killed Callia. But she doesn't know who that is.
Oh.
You swear you'll keep your mouth shut, won't you, Freddie?
If I can. But a lot of people think Ford actually killed her. But I was the one who gave her the final blow, which is what Julia cares about. And if Julia catches on and thinks it's Ford, I'll have no option to tell her because I won't let anything happen to my best friend.
Hopefully it won't come to that. But trust me, Freddie, she's dangerous. Her brother told me a lot about her.
I'll watch my back, I guess.
Ness, you're telling me that Julia has plans of committing another murder?
Well, you know how much she adored Callia's work. She wants to avenge her.
What exactly is she going to do?
That I don't know.
Ask her.
Like, she'll tell me. She knows I'll go straight to you. She doesn't trust me anymore.
Alright, let me try and talk to her.
You haven't spoken for 5 years. Are you sure about this?
Just stay here.
Freddie arrived home a couple of hours later. He spent a bit of time alone at the park. Not that it was enjoyable thinking about Julia, though.
Freddie, where have you been?
Spending some time alone. And also, we need to watch out for Julia.
What's happened, Freddie?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Freddie could hear voices coming from the garden.
Who's out there?
Go out there and see.
Freddie stepped outside into the garden.
Ford?
Hi, Freddie.
Sorry about earlier. We wanted to surprise you.
I am surprised. But there's something you should know.
Go on.
Julia is after the person who actually killed Kalia.
It was both of us, though.
No, I think the person who did the final blow, which was me. But everyone seems to think it was you. Which it kind of was, but I made the last move. And Julia might catch on, which means you need to stay here. It's not safe outside unless you're with me, since obviously I'd tell her it was me.
So I'm a prisoner again?
Only on my terms. And I don't want Julia to take what I did out on you.
Right.
Well, Levi, long time no see.
You need to stop. Right now, Julia.
Stop what, exactly?
Tormenting people! Do the people you're tormenting deserve it?
Those people killed Kalia's aunt. I was trying to help avenge her for Kalia, and now I have to avenge Kalia. I know it was Freddie that killed Yvonne, and I know the person who killed Kalia was Ford, Johnny, Freddie, Lilliana, Lena, Mitzi, or Amanda. They were all there. I believe Delaney and Eve had already left then, but I've narrowed it down at least, and I will do everything to find out who really did it.
And I will do everything to protect that person!
Don't get in my way. You don't want to know what the consequences of that would be.
I know what you've done before, Julia. And just be aware that I'm more than able to go to the police whenever I want to.
If you do that, you won't live to see another day. You understand?
Julia stalked off, leaving Levi to stare after her.
I don't think I can stay quiet for much longer, though.
A couple of days later, Freddie, Eve, Lilliana, Lena were at the park with Ford.
How's Delaney, Eve?
In bed, resting.
Ford here doesn't want to rest.
Shut up.
Well.
Instantly, everyone got up and got in front of Ford, especially since they thought she would have heard Ford killed Kalia.
Huh? You don't need to...
Now, which one of you gave the final blow to Kalia?
Freddie's face clouded over. He couldn't lie and take the blame. Lilliana saw it.
And I know it wasn't Eve, so it was one of you, Ford. I have heard rumors that Ford played a big part.
It was me.
No, it was me.
Ah, well, one of you is lying. The two siblings stick up for each other. Maybe since I can't find out who the real culprit is, you'll both suffer.
Freddie's only covering for me. I shot Kalia. I don't want my brother to be blamed for what I did.
She's lying. She wasn't even in the tunnel. It was just me and Ford. I shot Kalia in the head, which killed her.
Who should I believe? Or maybe you should both die for the crimes you've committed.
She whipped a knife out of her pocket.
I swear, Julia, it was all my doing. I was only trying to protect Ford. He didn't deserve this, and I couldn't bear to see Kalia hurt him.
Freddie froze, but when he opened his mouth, nothing came out.
Oh, Freddie, is that an admission that you were only protecting your sister and you didn't do it?
She grabbed Lilliana's arm.
Lily did nothing.
You sound unconvincing.
Ford was watching this whole ordeal closely. He didn't want anything to happen to either of them, but there's no way he was going to snitch on Freddie. Keeping quiet was best. He wasn't going to be the reason for either of his friends' death.
Ford, who killed Kalia? Who was with you?
Bro, why do you have to ask me?
Well, you can decide which one of your friends I killed. And if you can't choose, I'll kill both of them.
I can't be the reason why my friends died. I can't answer your question, Julia.
Julia just smirked before slamming her elbow into Freddie's chest. He was sprawled across the ground.
Leave him alone!
She shoved Lilliana to the ground.
Who do I kill first? Whose suffering do I prolong?
No one's.
Maybe I'll leave Freddie waiting. After all, he's caused more pain to your family, Ford, than Lilliana has. So he can wait to receive his inevitable fate.
Freddie managed to pick himself up off the floor. Lilliana tried, but Julia shut her down. She clutched her knife tightly and then set her bag on the ground.
Fight me, then.
Lilliana got to her feet and then Julia charged at her. Lilliana tried to shove Julia off her, but Julia's knife went straight to her side. Freddie intervened.
Stop!
Wait your turn! You can enjoy this in a minute.
She shoved Freddie backwards. He tripped over her bag, landing on something very hard. Freddie sat up and opened Julia's bag. It was full of rocks.
Are you going to throw these at someone?
Shut up!
I was only asking.
I'm warning you, Freddie.
Leave my sister alone.
Suddenly, she throws Lilliana to the floor and grabs the bag from Freddie's tight grip.
Just run. No! Lena, take Ford to safety.
I'm not leaving you, Lily.
Julia doesn't look at the rocks in the bag. Instead, she takes out a gun.
Not the gun again.
Freddie cycled behind Julia and sneaked a rock out of her bag. He just had to aim the rock at her head and hopefully knock her out so they could get away.
Excuse me?
She turned around and snatched the rock off Freddie before elbowing him square in the chest. He didn't get up off the ground.
I promise, Lilliana, your pain will be over soon. But I'm afraid for what you did to Kalia, you're going to suffer.
It wasn't even her.
Maybe I deserve this either way. Why? For how I treated Freddie? No.
Julia brandished her knife, slicing it into Liliana's arm.
Ah!
I can't believe you almost killed everyone. But let's just say it ends here. Right now.